It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He's been one of the best blitzers in the NFL this season and is among the league leader in sacks. It's the Ravens and the Steelers coming up next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Pickett with a quick throw out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 9. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 69 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On the give, it's Warren. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but it's going to be second down. We look at the Steeler defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw, Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Shoves him away. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A handoff for Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Give running right is Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime.
All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Warren.
offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fielded at the 20. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Presley Harvin now. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The chart goes in motion left. On second down, Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Pickett. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now here come the Ravens. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even...
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now we had the fumble. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long for Pickett. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Touchdown! Martavis Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air on first down with Pickett. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Pickett. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Play action. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Pickett back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He gets it left side to Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Warren is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Warren again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Pickett will try to throw for this. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cole Holcomb.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Pickett down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week.